And welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I'll explain you how the price of crude has moved in the last week and how the price of crude can move in the next week. See, one thing that you have to understand here is that crude is on a weak trend. Okay, there is a continuous downfall we have seen in the crude after making this particular high in the month of after lockdown around $129 around on this level. The price is continuously moving down. Okay, it could have made a new high, but in this particular range we have seen Ukraine and Russia war. That is where the price was continuously moving downside because import and export differences has come. So we have seen the prices continuously moving down. Okay, one thing that you have to understand here and now, that the dollar index is trying to go at below $100. Okay, and it's trying to lose a little more, that we can see looking at this particular chart. Okay, but if it started sustaining above 100.5, then there is a probability of upside movement in dollar index. Okay, remember, dollar index plays an important role in import and export. Okay, because import and exports is happen in dollars. Okay, so you have to understand, dollars value goes up, then we have to pay more amount for the same thing for the import. Okay, similarly, if the price goes down for the dollar index, we see we have to pay less for the same amount. Now looking at this particular chart, what you can see, there is a continuous downfall we have seen, and if you look at this trend, there is an opposite U pattern is forming. After that, there is an upside, and you have to understand here is that the price is already below $60, and this particular trend is supporting a downside, so there is a higher chances it can fall below $54.36. There is a higher chances of it. Okay, as soon as the price started going below a level of 55, we can see that it will touch fourth year high, fourth year's low. Okay, so there can be a chances it can go further down, and a probability of touching below $50 we can see. This is what I can see on the charts. Okay, see, otherwise market is uncertain, so you have to understand that if it started going upside above $60, then there can be a change in the trend. Okay, but overall trend is down still, and if dollar index keep rising or keep falling, okay, because if it keep falling below a level of 98, because dollar index is also showing the same trend, I'll show you in the charts. Okay, if dollar index started going 98, below 98, probability of touching 96 can be seen, and which is good for the crude, so probability can be high, we can see it can rise. Okay, because they are both inversely related. Now looking at this particular chart on a week chart, what you have to understand here, trend is down. If the price keep moving and falling below 57, chances are very high that the price can move below a level of $54.9. 54.9 is already weak, so we can see for the third time it can further fall, and the trend we can see it can move towards a level of around further fall towards 53.76, then to a level of 51.3, and if it started falling below that particular level, chance of touching 49.5 can be there. Okay, so before I move ahead and explain you where the price of crude can move in the next week, if you have any doubts, you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglive@gmail.com, and one more mail ID in the description. And please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a Telegram link also given in the description, you can join that too. I'll show you a dollar index chart, because see, you have to understand dollar index is playing important role in the price of crude. See, dollar index is already below a level of 100, and if it started sustaining above $100, we can see there can be a rise in the dollar index, and a price can fall, the crude price can fall. So remember, point 100.3, if it sustain above this level, then there is a higher chances of upside. But if it keep moving and goes below a level of $98.8, there is a chances that it can go further fall and can move towards 97.2. And if the price falling below this level, chance of falling $96.1 is there, then there will be a zone breakout. So we can see there will be a fall, and this fall is after a long time, you can say, and then probability of touching 94.9 will be there, and then to a level of 93.5. Okay, and then a further fall can also be seen. Coming back again on the crude price, what we can see, if you look at the crude price is trading at 58.47, and understand dollar index trying to go down, so this is supporting this trend, and there is a chances that what we have there, if it expected to a Fed rate cut, then there can be a chances that the price can move further down. Okay, suppose if the price started coming down, we can see it will fall further low towards $56, and this 56 is already weak, So we can see the price can move further low, and yes, it can touch a level of $55, and started falling below this level. Chance of touching 55 is there, and this 55 is also weak, so we can see the price can move further down, and yes, we can see it can touch a level of 54. So understand, if the price keeps falling below a level of $57, chances of touching 56, and from there it can move towards 55 and then to a level of 54, because all these two levels are weak. So chances of touching 54 is on a higher side, and if it started going below this level, it can touch a level of $53.35. Okay, and once started falling below 53.35, we can see it can move towards $52, and after 52, chance of touching $50 can be seen. Okay, and if it started falling below this level, we can see a further fall. You can trail your SL by $0.5 because movement is there. You can trail by 0.5 if the price started falling below a level of $57. But suppose if the price started going upside, what we can see, suppose if started sustaining this level, we can see it can move towards a level of around $59, 59.21. Because see, market is uncertain. If you think that the market will move upside, sharp rise and sharp fall, it won't happen. It moves in certain way. Similarly in the downside, suppose if it started going upside, we can see it can touch a level of 59.21, then to a level of around $60. And once started going upside above $60, there is a trend forming, so chances will be high it can move towards 61.3. After 60, we can see a level of 61.3, then to a level of around further upside towards $62.4. And if the price moving above this level, probability will be very high, it can move towards a level of 65. Again, I repeat, suppose if the price started falling below this level, it can move towards a level of 59.34, then to a level of 60, then to a level 60.5, and from there a level of 61.8. After 61.3, 61.8, then to a level of, you can say, $64. And as soon as the price started moving below $64.2, chance of touching 65 to a level of 66. Again, I'll tell you to trail your SL by 0.5 towards an upside. It is important that if the price started sustaining above this level, you can trail your SL and at least capture a big movement towards upside. Any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I've given the mail ID also in the description. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel,